what to do. Welcome to the Isle of Roux.
Welcome.
Welcome. So we have Kelly joining from her studio, and she was showing us her awesome Grover that she was working on, and good things are happening. It is number 36, the 36th time we've gotten together at the Isle. I'm very grateful to be here. The Creator gifted us with this land that we are blessed to share and care for together. We acknowledge that the land we gather on Mokinstis is the ancestral territory of the Siksika, Sitapi, the Siksika, the Gaina, the Piikani, and the Amska Piikani. We acknowledge all First Nations and Métis of Treaty 7 lands, the Sutena, the Ithkabi, which includes Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Goodstoney. We commit to advancing reconciliation, guided by truths, respecting treaty laws, and humbly walking alongside First Nation, Métis, and Inuit. We recognize all who live, work, play, and make art on these lands, and who now call this place home. Do you see our lamps? Look how beautiful these lamps are.
We shifted our orientation, actually. We're
Hi, Grover.
sideways now.
Yeah. And I'm getting to show the Inclusionist Manifesto behind us. And it's just really lovely, Rich Teru. Oh, look at that behind us. That's so nice. We're accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Right?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Hi, Amanda. Nice to see you. Oh. Hey! Oh, I saw Zach momentarily. We got a piece of mail from him. It's over there on the shelf.
Oh, there he is.
Yay! Oh, and Theo!
Yo!
Hi!
Hello.
Hello, Theo and Zach. Nice to see you guys.
This way. We gotta do it this way. I'm gonna get the meter stick.
Oh my.
Hey, you know what we haven't done in a while?
What?
Lost Zero X.
Oh, true.
Do you remember what happened?
No, they were like wolf people hybrids.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
And then what happened was the last we saw of them, we decided to come home because Jess lost her voice. Are you intrigued at all what's happening next?
Yes.
Should we watch it right now?
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay.
Is this sound okay? There's a train going by, but it's probably okay, yeah?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Here we go. We have lots of fuel. The engines seem fine. The sonar's dead. we can go, but I don't know where we're going.
It's like the guy who wrote this left us in space, misplaced the warpy crystals, and just let us bobbing in the ocean.
Are they banning books in Alberta?
Yes. The libraries are changing.
Well, book bans sell books. I wish my book was worth banning. Maybe it'll just drive kids to the libraries.
What if they ban city libraries? Maybe we could just stay down here in the dark and the water alone.
I don't know, it's quiet and you know, we don't have like all the troubles of, you know, crazy ass people chasing us down the street.
Politicians and
Paranoia parade, right? Yeah.
But no bookstores.
You and your bookstores.
Dad, running away is no solution.
We got no sonar, we've got no compass. We've lost our bearings. We don't even have stars to navigate by. I mean, even if this thing worked, it's not even a real sonar.
It's a microscope.
Oh, that's an imaginator. And we have to go home and fight for books.
With what? Like, how do we get there in this tin can?
With us, it doesn't matter that nothing works. We got love.
And an imaginator that doesn't work.
Love will find a way.
Love will find a way.
I don't know, man. It doesn't feel like it.
Come on, Dad, you're Mr. Impossible.
Oh. I like that. Mr. Impossible. All right, guys. Let's try and find the way.
Hey, Dad,
Yeah.
why are we in a submarine?
Why indeed?
I like that. That's a good one.
I love it. I love it.
You can hear the seals in the background too.
The what?
The seals.
Seals.
Oh my god. Pretty fun.
I'm glad you guys approve. Theo, I got something for you.
Oh my goodness. Something sounds intriguing. What do you have?
You guys better get settled in.
Oh, cool.
Do I have to put my glasses on?
No,
Okay.
you can just vibe your way.
Well, even with my glasses off, I can recognize them. That's not too bad.
Well, I had a choice. I could run this for 10 minutes, or I could speed through them. And I can see all the stuff. So I think it might be like 5 minutes. And I'll compromise. But it's pretty beautiful. Watch your life just zip by like that.
And I know you're the one. Our story is just because.
Yes, my life is continual silliness, and I like it that way.
Pretty great life.
With your love, I'll never be alone. There's only one thing I know for sure. I'm never gonna let so much more.
I think she's right.
There's
Yeah, I was
something
gonna.
I've been dying to say. Honey, let's take a leap of faith. And I know you're the one. Our story's just begun. I'm never gonna let you go. With your love, I'll never be alone. There's only one thing I know for sure. I'm holding on forevermore. I'm never gonna let you go. With your love, I'll never be alone. There's only one thing I know for sure. I'm never gonna let you go.
Very sweet. Thank you.
That is so nice.
Wow.
Gino is just texting. She's like, I'm watching all of Theo's work, wondering how come I was never the lucky bidder on any piece. Such a shame for me. I definitely missed out. What an awesome body of work. Gita, it's so nice to hear from you too. It's so beautiful that you're watching.
Were all of those from my good morning meetings, messages?
Well, you send me good morning almost every day.
Yeah.
And a few months ago, I collected them all and made them into video. And then I made this also a little while ago, but I haven't seen you in a bit. So I've been waiting for you to come online to share it with you.
Yes, I've been, spending all of my Wednesday nights watching the U.S. Open. Yeah, but that's over now. And it ended on Sunday. Both Saturday and Sunday saw the poor people at the U.S. Open be visited by the president, and everyone booed him. So, yay, New Yorkers, you have taste.
Yeah, that is so nice. What a nice story.
Theo, yesterday, 2 days ago, I spilled coffee on my good laptop.
Oh, geez.
And I dabbed it off pretty quick, but I think on the weekend, preventatively, I'll take it in and get it cleaned out. Do you know a place that does that? Do you know a good spot?
There's a guy on 14th Street that that is pretty aware of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's working right now, but it does. There's a faint smell of coffee on the keyboard.
Yeah, there is that for sure. What model of keyboard or of laptop is it?
It's a pretty new one from right after COVID.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm looking at mine right now. I'm just trying to see how easy fluid would get into. It might get under the keys, but I think it's kind of sealed after that. But no longer being an Apple tech, I've never torn one of those apart, so I don't know for sure.
So I think it's about $400 to get it deep cleaned.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, probably worth my while, or?
Yeah, if it's 5 years old,
Yeah.
I'd look at the cost. I'd go to someplace like MacSales.com, and that's American prices, but they have a Canadian branch as well. Just see what they're asking for those, and there might even be same vintages. See what, because they know they sell rebuild, so there might be some models of that time frame that they're selling. I know you can buy lots of
the rebuild wasn't had coffee and spelled on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, basically that's what you're looking at is it's the time just to pull the little sucker apart and clean things. I'm not sure. Yeah, like I say, I don't know if underneath the keyboard, if the logic board and everything else underneath is exposed or not. Used to be it was, but
it seems to be working pretty okay, but I'm kind of expecting maybe in 3 weeks it might smell like a burnt toaster and just start glitching.
Well, there is that.
It's hard to know because let's say it was damaged and I get it cleaned. It doesn't mean it's going to be saved. It just means I've done the best I could.
Yeah.
And then if
Yeah.
it costs $400 to get it fixed, it could be that I'm not that far away from my next computer anyways. So my problem is that I've got a desktop here that it's not so long as I don't let it accumulate too much stuff, and then it turns into a boat anchor. But the desktop, I think, is about 7 years old, maybe between 5 and 7 years old, and the laptop is about 5 years old. I guess Power Mac's about 12 years old, but it just keeps booting away. So I have 3 computers that are functioning, but now that I've got coffee in this one, I've got no computers that I feel like I can count on.
Well, I mean, for me personally, the only reason I have a modern computer is because of the intertubies. If I was wanting to be more of a geek, I'd take my old stuff and repurpose it. You can do things to make old machines run the modern OS, or you can just completely rebuild them and run a Linux, a modern Linux desktop, because
Did you see that they're making retro Commodore 64s?
Probably. I mean, stuff like that. I mean, there's people love things like that. So, but
Plus for $200, I'd pick it up for sure.
Yeah.
For myself a video game in BASIC.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Commodore, those first machines were the best game machines at the time. Yeah. Ooh. The Bull. Nice.
So one of my students won an award in Cochrane for the Cochrane Rodeo. Now, I told my kids there's very little chance we would win the places we deserve, because I thought, I think we probably deserved first, second, third, fourth, and fifth place out of 10, including 4 schools, right? 4 schools, Cochrane.
Yeah.
My first and second place students, I really felt like, well, this is going to be unfair because one of you is going to win. The other one's going to get 4th place, because they're obviously not going to give all the awards to one school. To my surprise and joy, my kids won 1st place, 2nd place, 4th place, 5th place, and 6th place in this contest.
We do have to.
Sweet. Well,
so I decided this year, since there's virtually no chance we could win that 2 years in a row, that I'm going to win all 10 places. That's my goal this year. And so my school, the student won $1,000 for the rodeo contest.
Wow.
And $1,000 was also granted to our school for the rodeo contest. And I spent my $1,000 on anatomical farm animals, so that I could spend the entire year training my high school kids to win all 10 spots of the rodeo contest. And I don't think any of the other teachers in their right minds would ever consider spending a year trying to win 10 spots in a rodeo contest. It's still unlikely we're going to win, but I just thought it'd be fun to set an absolutely preposterous goal.
That's great.
And then shoot after that goal.
Well, and how do your kids feel about that? Are they totally gung ho, or at least some of them?
What I would say is, I'm adapting to their system, because I personally can't stand art contests. And so when the rodeo people came by and asked us to take part, I was kind of like, well, I don't really want to subject my students to an art contest, because I personally am against art contests, but they're all for it. And
yeah, well,
I think the prize is so generous, I think, is a big deal too, right? That a lot of times, like, I don't want to point out anybody, put anybody on the spot, but at the same time, my school district does a contest where every kid in the district is supposed to make a Christmas card, and the winner gets like 10 Christmas cards made out of their poster.
okay.
That's not a contest. That's
Free.
abuse.
free coffee.
It's abuse of power.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So my kids are pretty gung ho to
You know,
embrace.
and with all of the technical help that you purchased for them, they'll life drawing. Sure, it's animals, but that's fine.
And they like the animals, I think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you know what? Like I realized last year there is a bit of a incongruity between me and the students, and I realized it when I got there. Right, like the thing I do have in common with those kids is Johnny Cash. Everything else is like they're like from a different world than me. And so I went and bought 3 flannel shirts on the first day of school, or before the first day of school, so that I could also assimilate a little bit more. And I'm turning this bull into a bully, a bunny, a bully. And then on the way out of the Mark's Work warehouse, I ran into a fella that had no shirt. And so Justice is looking at me like, don't you dare give away your brand new shirt. But how would I have ever enjoyed that shirt knowing that I met someone?
I'm actually changing a little there. Like, you just got it, and you look very handsome in it. But I knew what you were going to grab for.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you should plan some dress up days to appear before your students and shock them a little bit.
I do that all the time.
Oh, what? You turn up in a tux or what? A bathing suit one day, or
Well, the gorilla suit.
Oh, the gorilla suit. See, there's a good one. Yeah.
It scared the shit out of them.
Oh, well,
I also bought matching. So here's a funny thing: is at home for Halloween, Jesse and I have Ernie and Bert sweaters. But I also bought a Bert sweater for the band teacher at my school. So Kevin wears Bert and I wear Ernie. Sometimes we dress
there you
up.
go.
And I don't ever like to dress up when I'm supposed to. So
like Tuesday is a good dress up day.
Yeah.
Well, you're not supposed to dress up for teaching art school, so that's a perfect reason to put on a tux, or you could buy one of those T-Rex thingies that people wear. That'd be pretty cool.
I do have a black suit that I paint in. So
yeah. Well, there you go.
Post that up.
Just get a top hat to go with it, and maybe a brightly colored bow tie, and yeah.
Theo, do you know that I used to be a clown?
No, I didn't actually.
Bobo?
Bongo. Bongo the clown.
Well,
You want to know the weirdest part about me being a clown?
Nobody laughed.
Everybody. Not the people I wanted, not the way I wanted. No, I learned to ride a unicycle because I was just curious about unicycles, and I learned to walk on my hands because my Uncle Rolly could walk on his hands. My dad could juggle, and I was curious about that. And for some reason, my dad had some leftover wood and made me some stilts that were high enough that I had to get on the stilts from the roof of his car. So I could stilt walk, unicycle, juggle, and tumble from wrestling and walk on my hands. So one day, Robin's mom was like, how much do you think it would cost to hire a clown? And I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, actually, if I only knew how to face paint, and I do, I could be the clown. So I dressed up as Bongo the clown. And then what happened was the neighbors saw, and the neighbors kept trying to hire me to be clowns for their parties. And the thing I realized very quickly about being a clown is if you were in the interest, if you're in the mood to be a clown,
yeah,
and it's your kid, maybe you got a couple brewskis in you, clowning's actually quite wonderful. Being a clown when you're not in the mood for somebody else's kid is a very, very different experience.
Well, yeah, totally. It's leave it to the pros.
So funny.
We got a letter back from our first of the people we've been surprise bombing with mail.
We've been art, yeah.
Do it again, Zach. Play it again, Zay. Nice. Here, let me show you what that led me to buy. Are you there?
Oh.
Here we go. Have you ever seen one of these? Did I get this before we were broadcasting?
I think you were shopping this. Is it a cloud?
Yeah, and it's not the clown I thought it was. So the clown you were doing reminded me of a clown that I'd seen somewhere in my childhood past life. Unless it's the Conklin clown. But I started like obsessing about this. And what had happened is, it's a nice way to say this. Not only did my sister not share her toys, she was a little violent about it. And so my sister had one of these. Like, if she was watching the live feed right now, she would call in and be like, dude, that's mine. But it's not, because we ordered it on eBay. And we also got a massive set of the tools that come with it. Why does it say awkward?
Because the picture's awkward.
Oh, okay. Mental note. The world has evolved a bit since they made this. Okay, do you have a piece of paper I can put in here?
Yeah.
So what's this thing called?
A
Do you need a scissors?
rototot. I do.
Hmm.
Did you not have a rototot, dude?
I've never seen one before,
Well,
so
do you even?
there you go.
Yeah. Do you even rototot?
I am not a rotototter. What
Well,
can I say? Obviously, I have missed an important part of my my cultural learning. Jeepers.
Did you ever see The Family Affair?
The TV show
Yeah.
with Archie Bunker. Is that the one?
No, it was
Oh, that was All in the Family. Excuse me.
yeah, this was Uncle Jesse, Uncle Mickey, Uncle something.
Was this in the 70s?
Yeah, well, like it was reruns when I saw it. Right?
Okay, because I never had a TV in the 70s.
There's a whole era just.
Mike, yeah, just figured, yeah, no. The only time my kids got TV was they went to their grandparents, or once they started going to school and staying at their friends' places, and then they'd see TV there. But yeah, Linda and I were, you don't need television, thanks.
Well, what would happen with me is actually this is a weird thing because my mom's got Parkinson's. And she doesn't tell long stories anymore. And it occurred to me the other day that I became a teacher to get to know my mom. And my mom was kind of like retiring, overlapping around the same time I became a teacher. We got to know each other quite well as teachers. But for most of my life, my mom was this kind of like stranger in my house that would go to school to teach and then come home and hide in the bathroom until the kids were asleep. And my mom was amazing, but I just didn't really know her very well. And so when I became a teacher, we got to be quite good friends, which was neat. Now that said,
Yeah.
My mom was a teacher and we should have had summers off together, but I don't remember my mom being in the house over the summer, so I'm not sure Zach, are you with me? You got to see this. So what happens is you pump this baby and it rotates into position. I'm gonna cheat and put it where it should be. And then so I don't know where my mom was in the summertime. I remember one year knowing that she had a job. Like she got a summer job at a bookstore.
Oh, Priscilla in a bookstore?
Yeah. And I think one year she got a job at the library. This isn't rotating because I didn't cut the paper right. But basically you pull this arm and the paper turns for you. I don't know if I'm doing this right. We'll see. Oh, I think I got the wrong guy, by the way.
Oh, so when you rotate that thing, the paper underneath, and fill in all those little things, you get a face or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then I'll cut the next paper off
jeez.
properly.
That's a lot of work just to get a face. But it's kind of cute. There you go. Yeah.
Little cowboy.
Cowboy. And then I'm going to cut this and see if I can get it to work properly. So it's not that one.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, so my sister had one of these. And I think they used to advertise this on the whatever channel was rerunning. It was Star Trek before I went to bed. And then Family Affair, which was like Buffy and Jody and Sissy and Uncle Bill. And my babysitter was a huge Bay City Rollers fan. And I think she was a fashion model. She gave me all the best girl advice. Julie. What? Her name was Julie. She told me that one day I would discover the girls. And when I was like grade 1.
Julie, calm down.
And she said, when I discovered the girls, I would want to do stuff that I would understand later. And I should never try and do stuff until I knew the girl's middle name, favorite book, and birthday without asking. And I'm going to tell you that advice has done me very good. The other advice I gave myself, which was the first kiss should always be sober.
There you go.
That'll keep you out of a lot of trouble. And also, you only get one shot at that. You only get one kick at the can for that first kiss. I think I was Jesse's first sober kiss.
Yeah, ever.
And there was a lot of kisses. Zach, are you watching? Are you watching this magic?
I am.
Okay. Did I do that 3 times or 4 times? 3 times.
This cowboy clown is killing me.
Ooh, it's magic.
What?
I
These
feel
are so good.
I feel so proud of myself right now. I feel like that. This is my husband, and you better watch his rototot.
you better
act
like
you
it.
like it.
Truth.
We love it, Jess. We love it. It's wonderful. Don't hire a hitman to hurt us.
You know, you think you're joking, but I'm the only one on this feed that knows what she looks like when she's angry.
Oh yeah, I know. No, I can tell. It's the quiet ones, but it's not just the quiet ones. It's the ones that have delightful laughs that are, really the most dangerous.
I remember
You know.
the most vicious shit kicking I've seen was when she went after Crazy Mike at the gallery.
Oh my gosh.
You're in a loop, Crazy Mike.
It was-
Maybe shouldn't have called him Crazy Mike.
Well, it was a weeknight, and he kept saying the same thing over and over again, and I had a job.
You know what it was? Is he'd made some of the teenage girls uncomfortable.
Yes.
And I told him, hey man, it's cool. Don't talk to the teenage girls. And he said, well, I wasn't doing nothing. And I was like, no, nobody said you're doing nothing. Just
don't.
don't do that.
Just refrain.
And then he got really offended. Like he was pulling the reverse. I'm going to sue you for defamation of character. And I was like, I'm going to beat your head with a hammer. And those were those days when we were still learning how to deal with situations like that. Like what is the rule for this? Are you allowed to tell adults they're not allowed to speak?
I think in your space,
Ready?
you're allowed to protect people.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, he's so cute.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. I'm having way more fun. should.
Beauty.
Kelly, did you have a rototot?
I
Most
feel like
likely not.
this week, I feel like Rototot sales are going to skyrocket.
They can't.
There's always their
I had the other thing, the one that was round.
spirograph.
The kaleidoscope one
Oh.
where you actually trace. Unless there's a kaleidoscope thing in there.
Oh, so good. So much fun. It's there on the by your hip level, I think. Is it?
Inside?
Yeah. I think
Oh,
so.
it's on the ocular level.
Yeah.
Did you say you had a kaleidoscope?
Did you say collide? Oh my god, that works so good through the camera. No.
I'm not going to lie. A number of these special effects space transitions happened through this.
So beautiful. That was from an original artist from Blue Rock Gallery.
Yeah.
A glass artist.
What did you think about the lack of explanation for why the Space Hero X just ended up in a submarine instead of a spaceship?
It's good writing.
Appreciate it. It's kind of like the beauty of doing your own broadcast. You're like, you know what? What if it wasn't a spaceship this week? What if it was a submarine? How long will that play out? What happens next week when a whale tries to bring us home and we realize we can't communicate with the whale? We're going to have to find another way home. Okay, pick one, Zach. Say stop when you're ready. Oh, these yellow ones might be a different, slightly different toy, actually. I think these you're supposed to do more like on graph paper.
Oh, I have graph paper.
Yeah, so what you do with these ones is you put it down and you make a mark and you rotate it according to it, so it doesn't need the rototot. Did I do this guy? This reminds me of the did I do this guy?
I don't know.
Oh boy. I think I did. That one. Do I have 4? What's this one? Which is the problematic one?
I think we wrote on it problematic.
Don't use this. You'll feel funny.
I like that we didn't throw it out. We just wrote awkward.
Right. You never know what's going to happen in the future. Zach, how are you processing Charlie Kirk? Where are you, Zach?
Charlie who?
Charlie Kirk.
Never heard of her.
No, it's a fella. He's one of those people that did like arguments with liberals, and then apparently he got shot today, and a lot of
Did he?
leftist brethren are voting because he was sort of pro guns, and then he got shot. Just don't laugh.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at the person dying. I'm laughing that you spend your whole life fighting for that, and then that's the end. It's like
This is the end.
it's like a storybook.
Well, I didn't want to say anything mean or smarmy
No,
about him.
we
but
weren't gonna say anything.
I also was not a fan.
You reap what you sow.
Yeah, I think, and that's why we're like, hey,
I think Charlie would quote you on that.
yeah, yeah.
I believe
Yep.
it said the risks involved with guns are worth the. I wonder if we're losing viewers. That's okay. They probably weren't our people.
I was
But
gonna say, I don't know.
I do. He had a daughter and he had a family, and I do not support any kind of joking about people losing their lives. But it lines up with his philosophy. So it's a sad story, and maybe somewhere he's thought better of it. You know?
For the next go around.
Yeah.
Did we? What is he? Is he local? Is it close? Like, do we know? What is this? Is this American
No,
news? What is it?
It's American. He was a right wing troll. is basically what he
Yeah,
was.
just like trolling.
Much admired by the current president of the United States. So needless to say, he's, blaming all this on, and the whole right-wing Republican side of the fence is, it's all the Democrats' fault. Yeah.
The Democrats are fighting for no one having guns.
Yeah. Cognitive dissonance is strong in the Republican side of the equation.
Oh, on the entire planet, cognitive dissonance is like major malfunction.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I've been using ChatGPT to grow an understanding of the people who see and perceive the world differently than me. And it hasn't, I think I've got a strong sense of empathy, but I don't understand a lot of people. And the ChatGPT, the AI has been helping me understand people with different beliefs than me. And what I'm starting to see is, it's like this. Can I draw it? I think I will.
Do it.
Here's my
Can I
theory.
ask you? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, go for it. Yeah, do it. Yeah.
It isn't this. Us versus them. Okay? It's us versus them. Right? It's like this. Here's what I want. Here's my value. Here's what I hate. Here's their value, and here's what they hate. We think it's like, this binary that goes from here to there and from here to there. But I'm going from here to there, and they're going from here to there, and we just cross in the middle. And so they're looking at me going, I live in this castle, and you're dismantling the castle, and the castle is our stability. And they must look at us thinking that it's like watching somebody take the wheels off a car while you're racing. And then for me, I'm looking at a completely different metric than they are, and wondering how they could be careening towards the edge of the cliff so fast, And it's really helped me to understand that it's not good people versus bad people. It's just people with very drastically different worldviews.
And like you said, not opposite, but
and living on a completely different plane. Like their plane doesn't stop and ask which one of the Democrats can point a gun. Their plane's like, it must be a Democrat because Charlie Kirk was a conservative. But it does beg the question, who's got such good aim?
I think I'm very much loving these new paints I got.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I think...
I also really appreciate your understanding of like you said, perspective, because
I don't understand, but I'm working on understanding.
No, not like understanding complete, but like that's a pretty good
my intention to understand.
Yeah, intention to understand, because like you said, it's not like.
And lately,
easy.
I've been catching a little bit of heat. One of my friends called me a moderate, and I'm like, what? I'm not a moderate. And I was actually kind of wounded, but
take it back.
I love everybody. I'm sad for Charlie Kirk and his family. And I hope they all get better soon. And I'm learning to understand people better. People that see things differently than me.
Well, they haven't caught the person.
Right.
So
oh yeah. Oh, that's
now. So,
yeah,
who knows? It might turn out that, Charlie Kirk was, having an illicit affair with a guy who's really jealous, and, he decided to take it out on Charlie for diddling his wife. You never know.
We don't know what happened.
It's worse than that. It's worse than that. Charlie Kirk's not even real. It was created by an AI. It's not even, it's divisive. It's just, here, you want guns and he doesn't. And now friends creating together are arguing about whether or not to have guns. This is weird.
I'm willing to give my guns up.
Your laser gun? Yeah, no, it is. It's like you're totally divisive.
It's like a program. Yeah, it's like they divide and conquer. That's the oldest story on Earth. That's
Well, also, we still don't know what happened to Kennedy. We're going to find out what happened to Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Come on. Come
Yeah.
on.
I know
Come
Zach knows what happened to Kennedy, but he's not telling because it cost him a
The
quarter.
magic bullet. The magic bullet.
Yeah.
Seinfeld figured it out.
Scott K is here with us. Said late because my two neighbor twins have left the building. I swore I would hold it together. That was until they put. I hope you're okay. Are you holding a whole building together on your own?
Sounds like the Rumble House.
Yeah. Don't worry about being late ever, Scott.
Scott, did you have a rototot?
Oh yeah. Scott would definitely have a rototop.
I did always want a spirograph, and I think I bought like a spirograph light in like one of those gift shops one day. And then we got spirograph heavy. Remember that? We had like a massive spirograph.
Heavy.
And it was like so big we needed to like clear space out on the floor in the art gallery. Remember that?
Yes, I do. That was. You're right. Spirograph heavy.
Spirograph intense.
Spirograph now on steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You thought you
Well, it
were
was like
spirographing before.
Somebody that didn't own the copyright to spirograph and didn't exactly know how to use it properly made a giant spirograph that probably was like something that marketed towards grandparents that didn't play. You know, like, I'll get this for the kids. They'll love it. And it's like, this thing is the least functional.
Do you remember you
What?
went into a hyperfixation about creating your own? Do you remember that time in our lives?
Yes.
And it kept giving us like this 5-pointed star.
Yes.
That
I built myself a giant size spirograph.
I
Actually,
forgot all about that.
you know who would
era.
appreciate that is Zach Abbott, because do you know what a spirograph is, Zach?
Yes and no.
It's like a rotary tool that you put it in that makes intricate patterns. But I wanted to make a large one for the purposes of speed graffitiing
Spirals.
spirals onto walls, right? So,
Whoa, cool.
like, imagine a hit and run with
Kind of like fractal, right? Like kind of.
yeah,
fractal.
making like
Yeah.
these. And then so what happened was I built my own because I had a mini spirograph from like a airport. And then I got this bizarre maxi large scale spirograph. And then did I take apart a bike wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I took a bike wheel apart and started building like a massive spirograph that could like do like super large intricate patterns. And I got caught in a loop where the one I built just kept making the same pattern over and over again. Can you grab my etch sketch?
Yeah. I remember seeing
It's
it.
over there.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it not there anymore?
I remember seeing it.
It's weird because I'm asking you because I don't know where it is because it's not where I left it.
I remember seeing
Look in the drawers.
You're stacked for tape. Holy.
I know it's a problem. I also have 5 record players.
Do we have many viewers?
Well, there's 6 that I can see right now, but like it's actually a strange thing that I'm just seeing 6 Facebook viewers, which might be 12 if there's 2 people watching together. And then there's basically what I'm finding is at the end of the night on the Facebook page, there's about 250 people that have watched. On my own Facebook page, there's another 150 people that have watched. I don't know the numbers for Instagram, but last week it looked like I counted for the first time. It doesn't give you feedback, but you can see a list. And I counted 50 viewers on Instagram. No idea how many people are watching with Twitch. And at the end of the week, we get a post back saying last week we got 14,000 viewers in just from the Facebook page. And the scary part is when you look at the YouTube page, sometimes there's like 20 viewers. So I do know that like the groups of people that watch together tend to watch on YouTube, and our YouTube numbers are the absolute lowest. But I think that's where a ton of people see us as well. Just looks really low. Were you thinking of taking off, or what's the?
No, I was wondering if my guy Tom might be watching. I was gonna say shout out Tom Hanna. He used to hang out with us.
There's 7 that I can see right now.
Yeah, could be out there. What up, Tom? Call the phone. Call the bat phone.
Oh, I knew it.
Yeah, you know, because you put it there.
I didn't put it there.
I would have never in 20 million years put it there.
I didn't. Put
Okay,
it
you're
there.
gonna convince
I remember
me.
it was in a space that I was like, "This is weird."
You tell lies.
I do, but not about that.
Right. Right. What should I draw in the Etch-a-Sketch?
Draw dirigible. I'm trying to draw some Zeppelins lately. I need some dirigible teammates.
Zeppelins like the ship or the...
Yeah, like an airship. Yeah, like an airship. Like a blimp.
I'll draw a Zeppelin for you.
Yes. I'm struggling over here with mine.
The original C.
The sky was the original sea? Is that what I just heard?
I'm going to draw a Zeppelin.
That's pretty great.
Yeah. You ever have one of these? A career path for Etch-a-Sketch.
Also, I'm sorry, Scott. He further explained what he was saying. That girls across the hall from him are moving out of Calgary, and their tears brought him to tears. And I'm glad you're okay. Change is hard.
Papa, what's this?
Suck.
What's this, Mr. Zayer?
We got mail. Mail minutes on the island.
Yes. Oh, this is awesome. I'm excited about this.
It's funny because you know exactly what's in there.
Mail minutes. How about you? Oh my.
What is it?
Rich. And
Okay, you know what's good about this? Is you can tell us how to scratch them.
oh my. Do you want to do the honors on the
Oh yeah, I like these. I like this a
what a
lot.
fun treat.
Papa.
That is so great.
And this self-portrait, Mr. Impossible. And oh, this one's a sticker pack. Can we stick these on our envelopes? This looks like a bizarre mix of things. Because it's a color photocopy of lined paper, but it's black and white. How did that happen?
How good is that? How good is that going to look behind glass? You got to
I love it.
IKEA frame that.
Yeah, oh, I like the clown.
Ooh,
I gotta put this in front of the other camera.
very brave of you to open that live.
Oh yeah. Truth. Truth. It could be all kinds of things.
Oh, sad.
Actually, I've often wondered about should I be
Felix will love this one.
looking for consent before I open things up live. Then I
The
think
Kraken.
life's pretty short.
Here.
This one's a strange one.
Minimal.
Oh, cool is that? Yeah.
I'm gonna mail these out with some of my stuff too, if that's okay, because I've been mailing things out.
Yeah, that's great.
Can you guys
Yeah,
hear
please.
my chair squeaking? Does
Yes.
it sound like I'm having massive fart attack? I'm having a massive fart attack.
That was a motorcycle.
No, yeah. That was amazing. Okay, Zach,
Oh, I love that.
tell me
Thank
how
you
to tell
so
me how to do
much.
this.
Oh,
Tell me how to do this.
What do you need? You need like a coin or a car key or
I just scrape the whole thing.
yeah. And you just need 3 numbers to be the same. and you'll get those numbers.
Kid, I scraped one of these, and you only were allowed to scrape like 3 rows, and I had like a winning card, but I
Oh, but
overscraped.
you blew it. Oh no, scrape it all, baby, top to bottom. Yeah.
Do you have a?
But get a tool. Get like a Get a something.
This is my favorite tool right here. My thumb. Tell you the truth,
It's in my top 5 as well. Yeah.
it's a great tool, pretty great weapon. Does this mean I won $3 or I got to get it 3 times?
You gotta get $3, baby. Let's go. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop. Oh, you got a couple 5s. Oh, let's go. Last nuggie. $3. Come on, show me $3. Ah.
Isn't that all of it?
Okay, but you got a bonus there. Check that wagon down low.
This
You got a bonus wagon.
Schwagen. Wait, can I just scan that and find out if it's a winner?
No, you already lost. Yeah.
You already lost. What does that say?
Dig grain.
Again. Dig again.
Oh, dig again.
Oh.
I kind of like the burn. Dig grain, brother.
Dig great.
Nah, not this night.
All right, can I use scissors for this? Oh, look
I
at that.
gave you a quarter. Oh, scissors works good.
Okay, here we go. Is this one of those things where I win like $10,000 and then we're not friends anymore?
What? You'd have to send me at least $800. Come on.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Absolutely. Donate your winnings, and then we'll just be like famous philanthropists, and then that'll help this sell. And yeah, because this is like,
You know, if I win something today, I'm going to end up on the streets in 6 months.
what? Just addicted to Gold Rush?
I could be addicted to like nose picking. It doesn't matter. Like, show me something I can do more than once, and I'll find a new addiction to it.
I thought it might be illegal to mail lottery tickets. I don't know. Felt like a gamble just mailing it to you.
I don't even know if, in truth, anyone could ever prove that you mailed it.
This is wild. We're live. We're fucking risking it all.
What's he saying?
We're risking it all. We're live.
We actually stopped doing the auction because it created such a addiction problem for some of the buyers. I saw people losing their homes trying to keep the Rumble House open.
No.
No. They really mess with you, hey? This one's like,
Oh, it's such a tease. Yeah.
just see the dopamine kicking in.
Yeah.
This is you know what? If they didn't, you know what? Here's the other reason why I don't really buy into this is I grew up with a kid that stole an entire box of these, and so it was like semi-part-time job trying to scratch through all his stolen. And the payback was like on something like $10,000 worth of cards, which is I think what he stole. Did I just say that on TV? Whatever. I think we did it.
Whatever.
We haven't named him yet. Yeah.
$75 worth of winnings. And I remember thinking, you know what? That's stupid.
Not worth it.
Thank you for those.
What a treat.
Yeah, that was fun.
Never do
Send
that.
those weird copies around if you like.
Yeah, we'll include them.
Yeah. Frame some of them. I'm gonna get real good at this, Rich. I'm gonna be somebody.
You
I-
are somebody. You're special at that.
Maybe I should hold on to those stickers for when you become.
We always keep some.
Yeah.
We always keep some.
Sticker something though. Sticker something.
And we also have them on our best stuff. So like they're on like Jesse's water bottle at work and
Yeah. No, I like that.
Great challenge to do.
Thanks for taking that risk with me.
thanks for the mail.
Yeah.
Is that why you didn't show up last week? Is you were too shy about having sent us mail?
No, I sent it after because I was guilty of not visiting last week, so I had to send something.
What does that even mean? Like, do you think we sit here and judge you when you have a life?
Yeah, but you know I don't.
I'm gonna tell you, like, the honest truth is, I worry a little bit when people show up too much. Like, hopefully you're getting some sunshine and some exercise. You know? Do you still skate?
Lightly, not as much as I should. The other day I did a nice big longboard, not the type of skate I'd like to admit to, but
Yeah, you got some big fat gooeys.
yeah, I got these like channeled ghost,
I have
ghosty
Sector
channeled OJs.
I got a Sector 9 Cellini Mini, and
Okay.
it's set up like a little tiny regular deck, but it's got these just crazy gooey wheels that go so lightning fast. And it's kind of interesting because it really is way too fast for the dimensions of that board. And I like it because it's a little bit of a death trap on that thing.
Yeah, it's very short. Like the proportions are like.
It's just like a regular skateboard with longboard wheels, really.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a little city ripper.
It's fast.
Yeah. Quick.
But it's not very safe.
Hmm.
Kind of like your motorcycle, kind of like the first motorcycle you had. You're like little.
A lot of the same mistakes.
Yeah.
On my part.
Oh, I had this like fantastic hybrid, small enough to trick around and be cutty, but long enough to be a longboard, and like juicy enough wheels to ride, but tight enough to like still be cool.
Yeah.
It got stolen from my buddy's yard, and I had to walk home, and I remember just cursing the sky.
When did it get stolen?
Oh, 12, 15 years ago.
Do you remember the pattern on it?
That was just it. As like I did this like really important grip tape pattern, and it was like glow in the dark, and yeah, it was like.
Can you tell me where you lost it?
I think it was like Jensen Heights in this little town north of you.
Okay. The reason I asked and I panicked is when you were describing the setup, I'm like, oh, that sounds like that skateboard that Jeff Towers gave me.
No. This was 100 years ago.
Like 100 years ago when it first started.
Oh, shit.
So this is actually maybe 15 to 20 years ago. I was saving up to buy a drum set, so maybe closer to 15 years ago.
Mm.
And so I was making payments on this drum set, and Jeff Towers was the guy who sold me my drums. So every now and then I'd go in and show up and just look at my drum set. And one day, because he knew I was struggling, like normally people just buy instruments, but I was on like a layaway plan. And one day he's like, "You like skateboards?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like skateboards." He's like, "I found a skateboard in my backyard, and I don't ride skateboards." And he wanted to get rid of it, so he called me up and had me come over and pick up this longboard that was just like you described. And then you're like, "Oh, it got stolen out of the backyard." I'm like, "Uh-oh.
No. No, this was cosmic. Like I needed to learn the lesson,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was abusing alcohol, and then I abandoned my like favorite thing on earth in the front yard, and it was like, yeah, duh.
I have such bitterness towards people that don't lock up their bikes, and then especially like my stepdaughter's boyfriend is a lovely young man, but he'd go every 2 weeks. His grandparents would buy him a new BMX. I'm like, "Hey, where's your bike?" And he's like, "Oh, I got jacked." I'm like, "How did your bike get stolen?" He's like, "Oh, they went in my backyard." It's like, dude, like you've had 5 bicycles stolen out of your backyard. Do you ever think of locking them up? Like, "Well, it was in my backyard." I'm like, "I'm gonna punch your face. Like, I love you, but I'm gonna punch you." And then
But you are Mark.
Felix has a group of friends. Look, it's the original seed. Felix has this.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I know.
Don't shake! Oh my god. I was gonna. You missed it, Zach! You didn't even get to see it.
It's on video.
Yeah, I'll rewind it. Fuck.
Oh, so good. Just that like a sand art, hey? Just momentary.
Yeah, it's for the monks.
You're a monk.
Rich, you are the Buddha, dude.
Mm-hmm. Truly.
Thanks. I'm getting there. I'm letting go of the need to try and control.
Being the Buddha is crazy, man. Those guys didn't have to deal with rush hour traffic or
Paying the rent.
cocaine or slumlords or yeah.
Well, and it's funny because Jesse and I have been a couple for 10 years and we've been friends for 12 years and we ran one of two galleries for 12 years and we're just like this is our first getting to know each other without like all the stress of all the other stuff we've had to do. And I knew I had a nice view in my apartment, but I didn't know how nice it was, like, because you go through like an hour and it just keeps getting more and more magic. And what we used to have was like a sense that we'd walk in to get changed before we went to the gallery and be like, wow, it's really nice in here. But I'd never gotten the full effect of how nice my apartment view is in the 10 years I've been living in this apartment because we were running the gallery the whole time. And this was our first summer off. So like, this is our first fall, right? Right up until next Christmas. We don't know what Christmas is like together because we've always been doing Christmas and taking care of somebody that had nowhere to go. And so this is going to be like, unless we find a way to do a community Christmas this year, which we can't, we're going to have to adjust to having Christmas at home, which will be nice. But it's just like, we don't know what it's like. And it's nice. I'm not complaining.
We don't know nothing.
But turns out like teaching is a hard job, but teaching while I was running an art gallery was exceptionally harder. And not having that art gallery, people are like, oh, are you sad without the art gallery? I'm like, yeah, like, I don't go into all the details about how it's nice to have a weekend off once every 12 years. But like, it's hard to feel sad about it. And like, again, we really got everything we wanted out of the gallery. I got to find a way to get out of that conversation because I feel like people, the more they love me, the more they want me to talk about living life without the gallery. And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but it's like, I shut it down because I was finished. That's all. You know, we didn't fail. We got to the end and thought that was fun. What are we going to do next?
I think, like you said about the Buddha, like you really like that idea of letting go. Like we don't own anything. We don't own the art, the space. We don't own.
We had the burning for a while, but now we let that go too. So
yeah. So it's like.
And now I'm painting for me, you know, and I don't have to do anything, and I get to spend more time talking to you. And
the Buddha is a bit of a cop-out exit, though. So if they're like, hey, do you miss this? And you're like, I'm actually Buddha. It's like, so it's a hard sell.
Not a catch-all to everything, but like the thought of having that feeling of that like separation and like a lack of ego about it, because I think that's the thing is like I
not only don't I miss it, I can barely remember it, and it's almost hard to imagine.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and it's not like everything I'm doing right now seems so new and fresh, but also like the idea of like I come home and I think, oh, like why is this so weird? It's because I didn't rush over to the gallery to try and find 10 new art buyers for next Wednesday, and I can't imagine having the energy to do that. Like I can't, like this guy that did this is pretty special because it just seems impossible. You know, like a car flips and it's crushing a child and you see some stranger come and lift the car with his bare hands and then you go, wait, was that me? What happened? And so I'm having these really layers of like, I don't remember being that guy. I'm kind of impressed with what he pulled off. Yeah. I don't feel like I'm being vain, but I don't think I could do that. Like, I lived an artificial life pretending to be somebody I wasn't for 12 years.
No. I don't think it was artificial. I think it was like I don't think it was artificial.
I'm just saying I don't remember
You
it.
live authentically. I think right now, when you're so in now, then it's hard to think about what it felt like. You said, like when you're freezing to death and you come in from the cold, and then all of a sudden you're warm, you forget how dire you were. Like you forget that situation. You forget how cold.
I drove out my motorcycle to St. Albert, and I went to the International Steakhouse or the New York Steakhouse or something like that. The steak place that we went to when I was kids, actually, when we watched that TV show and played with the Rototot. And on the way back from the International Steakhouse in St. Albert, I was heading out to the Lions campsite. And when I got to the Lions campsite, it started to storm. And my tent was not where I left it. It was about 100 meters away, upside down in a puddle. And everything that I'd gone out to Edmonton with on my motorcycle was drenched. So the best thing I could do was take the garbage bags I had. I wrapped myself in the soaking wet sleeping bags, and I wrapped the soaking wet sleeping bags in the garbage bags, and I slept with in a wet pile, trying to keep my body temperature trapped inside the wet bags overnight. And I woke up hypothermic, and I, crippled my way over to the laundromat that was supposed to open at 7, but must have been a party night because they didn't open until like 7:45. And I went inside and threw my clothes in the dryer, turned the dryer on, and sat down like that guy in his underpants in the laundromat. And I went from like hypothermic to just comfortable really fast. Then there was a moment where I got to take my clothes out of the dryer and put them on. And by the time I went outside after my clothes were dry, it was like 20 degrees and hot on the motorcycle again. And I couldn't remember the discomfort from 10, 15 minutes earlier where I was sure I was going to die. So you do speak the truth. That happened.
So yeah, it's not that it was inauthentic in the moment. It was that it was
I meant it when I said it.
Painting in this space, no flooring in the entire room, easy cleanups. That is a good.
Are you levitating? What does that mean, no flooring?
Maybe it's like no carpet or anything.
Oh, like
actually, like your drawing.
Right, my drawing's kind of going into another universe.
Yeah.
Somebody's barbecuing out there on the balcony.
It smells so nice.
I wonder if they're listening to it. My high school kids are so sweet. They said the other day, I was just talking while we're drawing, and they go, "Mr. Taylor, you should have a podcast." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And they're like, "Yeah, no, if you had a podcast, we'd listen to it." I'm like I have a podcast. So I told them about what we do. I was actually surprised because these are the kids I get along with, but they had no idea. I guess I hadn't really brought it up, like maybe I'm developing some humility where I'm talking to them about art instead of putting art in space or whatever. But they're pretty sweet and intrigued with what we do. And,
what grade? Like your new kids?
My high school grade 12s.
Oh wow!
Like maybe I just assumed they knew, or
right.
Maybe I kind of didn't want them to know about the puppets.
I kind of think we separate ourselves from that space.
Right.
Survival.
That's kind of a long time since I told one of the kids to have a TED Talk either.
I know. Yeah, you forget about these things actually.
Art, putting art in space. Is it 8:21?
Yeah.
I'm totally just pissing around on this, but it is a $5 piece of paper.
I think you're allowed to swear. On the Isle of Roux, no one can tell you what to do.
I did play the beginning of our broadcast, and I don't know if they could hear it, but I was pretty proud of our line. Where no one can tell us what to do was pretty sweet because that's a pretty nice moment when you're a teacher and you're promoting to the kids, being young and defiant.
Defiant, yeah. Gotta know when to be defiant.
I like your loosened up style there, Zach Abbott.
Thank you.
Are you cutting loose a bit? Is that an underdrawing or is that a new style?
Yeah, I'm just kind of flashing at it. I started doing these sketches. I'm going to start a dirigible company, actually. I'm going to start building Zeppelins.
It's super windy where I work. I'm on a hill in Cochrane.
Perfect. We'll come pick you up.
And the other side of the hill is where all the people paraglide. And one time I was taking a 6 foot by 4 foot canvas out to my van, and the wind caught me, and it was either let go of the canvas or run along with it. But I was taking 30-foot footsteps, like I would step, and the wind carried me like Hercules, 30 feet, and I was just holding on to this giant kite, running through the field, and I felt like I was on the moon. Except for it did hurt to land, like the steps. I was still landing after 30-foot jumps. And I remember thinking that my goal at this school was to make a flying machine at least once before I stopped working there. Late enough in my career that I still get a pension, and early enough in my career that I can still walk after I land it. But at the same time, Doug Altrogia tried to talk him into he and I were going to build a raft out of pop bottles and float it back to Calgary because we both lived along the bay. And I thought it'd be really fun to just build a boat, put it in the river, and float home.
That's fine.
And it.
Did you do it?
No, Doug changed schools.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, too. That's a lot of work. I'm going to have to buy an acreage and, start creating nuclear decay to produce helium. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but
yeah. These are not India ink. I will give you some of this.
You do that with. Yes,
Scott?
you can do that with India ink, though.
Yeah, but I'll give you some of this. Scott, these are my homemade. I made it myself. Indigo. Is it ink or paint? I guess it's more like a
watercolor because it's like held together with gum Arabic.
And
so
it stains. This is a paint. This is a paint ink of my own concoction.
Yeah.
And the way it works is I have the goo at the bottom that holds the most amount of intensity. So if I put my brush down to the bottom, I get an almost black line. And then if I put the brush in at the top, I get a gray. And so depending on how deep I put the brush in, I get a totally different image. And I have been very much really so obsessed with, obsessed is a good word. Yeah. Like I really don't really want to paint with anything but this blue indigo from Norway. Where was it from?
Yeah.
It was Vikings.
Yeah.
Viking indigo. So yes, and I'd be happy to share some of my ink with you, Scott, the next time I see you. Or we could mail you some. Scott, did you see our video? Our Lost Hero X? Would it be terribly painful if I showed that twice? Because we did use Scott's hat.
Oh, yeah.
Scott, show me some indication that you're here with us.
He's been talking to us.
Yeah, but he might have left.
No, it was like 5 minutes ago.
Are you here?
3 minutes ago. Yeah, he just sent it right now. He just resent the last messages.
Okay, so go?
Yeah, do it.
Why won't it go? There we go. Oops.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's the end. Let's put the beginning.
I like the sub.
Thank you.
yeah.
We have lots of fuel. The engines seem fine. The sonar's dead. We can go, but I don't know where we're going.
It's like the guy who wrote this left us in space, misplaced the warpy crystals, and just let us bobbing in the ocean.
Are they banning books in Alberta?
Yes. The libraries are changing.
Well, book bans sell books. I wish my book was worth banning. Maybe it'll just drive kids to the libraries.
What if they ban city libraries? Maybe we could just stay down here in the dark and the water alone.
I don't know. It's quiet, and we don't have like all the troubles of crazy ass people chasing us down the street.
Politicians.
Paranoia parade, right?
Yeah. But no bookstores.
You and your bookstores.
Dad, running away is no solution.
We got no sonar. We've got no compass. We've lost our bearings. We don't even have stars to navigate by. I mean, even if this thing worked, it's not even a real sonar.
It's a microscope.
Oh, that's an imaginator. And we have to go home and fight for books.
With what? Like, how do we get there in this tin can?
With us, it doesn't matter that nothing works. We got love.
And an imaginator that doesn't work.
Love will find a way.
Love will find a way.
Oh man, it doesn't feel like it.
Come on, Dad, you're Mr. Impossible.
Oh. I like that. Mr. Impossible. Alright, guys. Let's try and find the way.
Hey, Dad,
Yeah.
why are we in a submarine?
End with a question. Leave them hanging.
Always.
In a way, I kind of left myself hanging.
Wondering. Yeah.
I was like, okay, that was a great season. I'm like, okay, where did we leave off? I'm like, oh, I remember. We were in space and we didn't know how to find our way home. And then I thought, I actually don't know how to get home without the warpy crystals. Let's be in a submarine.
Submarine.
Oh, you got to get that imaginator working. That'll fix everything.
Yeah. Actually, I was just watching that, wondering if sonar means what I think it does. Does it? Is that how subs?
That was amazing. Like Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah.
The hat looked fantastic.
Yeah. Did you like the hat?
That was one of our mail surprises from Scott. He sent us the authentic hat. Oh.
What should I paint? I feel like I've been down this road before.
What a great road to be down.
Yeah. Did Fernez send me like images? Do you know where they went?
In the Facebook Messenger.
I just looked in there, could not find. Oh, maybe it's in the.
Do you want me to look?
Yes, yes, I do.
Because you have so many different ways to get in.
Accounts. So
It's
many
hard
ways to
to-
get to Teru. You know, I don't think I've read 20,000 Leagues Into the Sea. I know I've read like the comic book, abbreviated versions, seen the TV shows. I don't think I've ever read the actual book. Did you?
No.
I have my mom to thank for the science fiction. Time is not on my side. No, it's not. You come running back. Should I put a different camera?
What?
Just I'm sitting here waiting. I'm not complaining, by the way. I appreciate you helping.
So put me on.
Yeah. I think for some reason when I'm looking at the live feed screen, I feel like totally low self-esteem. Like I wish. Whoa!
I
Yeah,
apologize.
that's fine. And then in contrast, when I see the video of us, I'm often shocked at how like awake and fit I feel. So like there's
In the
something
moment, it's stressful.
something about the live feed that makes me feel positive.
Oh.
And then I don't know, maybe it was timed out or something, or
That's weird because I thought it was on this one. You're totally right.
well, they put new lights on the building across the way.
Nice.
Did you see that? Are those all new?
Maybe I did notice it, but yeah, that is weird.
Okay, I'm gonna paint Elvis.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. That's the stuff.
There we go.
What I got?
What the fuck?
Wait a minute. There's something wrong with my lip. I got news for you, baby. I had 29 pictures like that. Love me tender. Love me go. One thing I did appreciate about the biopic of Elvis is I had not processed what a risk that was for him to do the 68 comeback special when everybody's like, if this goes badly, you're going to have to hang yourself. He's like, it ain't going to go badly, baby. It's the last shot I got.
Oh.
And I can just see that, like, looking back at it, I can believe the intensity that he was like to make it work. Like, it's going to work. Oh, it's going to work.
It has to work.
It's got to work. That's how I opened the Gorilla House the first
It
time.
has to work. Yeah.
It's like, if this doesn't work, well, dead anyway. And then on top of that, I had another weird experience where it was like, I think the other night I had a dream that like I wasn't going to make it, you know? And in that dream, I once again realized that I had these dreams and ambitions as a young person. And there were things like I wanted to go see a TED Talk. And then I got to give a TED Talk. And a long time ago, to get a short story published in a magazine would have been about as much as I could have hoped for. And then we got short stories published in a magazine. We published books, won some book awards.
Where
I'm sure there was a moment in my life where I would have thought, man, I would give just about anything for 15 minutes with that Jessica Teru Sabo back with you. And I could just spend my whole days with you. And I'm not trying to sound morbid. I'm so grateful for the life that I have.
Yeah.
that I really feel like I've had more good luck than a person deserves. I definitely had a more good luck than I deserve.
No, I think you worked it off too.
Sure.
Like a decade of sleeping in one's car, I think, makes you appreciate having a beautiful bed to sleep in.
Right. And that is a funky narrative that I tell. I didn't actually sleep in my car for a decade.
But like not having a
I
place
had
to pay rent.
home insecurity for a
Yeah.
decade.
Like,
And there were nights that I had nowhere but my car to sleep.
yeah.
But a lot of times I was couch surfing. I'd have an apartment for a while and then I didn't. Love me.
I'm just saying it makes you.
I know. I just that like
appreciate.
it's a shortcut with you and I. If I say I slept in my car for 10 years, because I didn't. I slept in my car for over the 10 years, maybe like a month. Adding it up. And to be totally fair, some of those times I sleep in my car because I was too drunk to drive.
Which is a pretty good choice.
Yeah.
I think
You still get an impaired if you get caught sleeping.
Sleeping.
You have to prove that you don't have your keys.
throw them out the window.
Well, then you need to be able to drive home in the morning.
Quick. Put them out the window.
Want to know what I actually did?
What?
I would bury them not too far away.
That's smart.
The thought that if I did get not pulled over, but like opened up, open up the car, I'd be like, I don't have my keys. I gave them to a friend. And they could have searched the car and they wouldn't have found them. They'd be like 6 inches under the gravel in the playground. Love me. Tender. But I didn't have them on my person. Tender. Love me true. My darling, I love you. People keep asking me about the strike, and I keep telling them, if we strike for a month, it's going to be $20,000 for Mr. and Mrs. Teru to have a month off.
We're just painting, not worrying about that.
Oh, and I'm applying for my fishing license.
Oh yeah, Rich is gonna catch us fish.
No, I'm not. I'm going to stand in a river and not catch
I'm
fish.
pretty good. I think we'll be able to live. We'll be okay.
And but I want to have a fishing license so that I can say I did my best to provide. Well, that's what I'm going to do during the teacher strike. If we strike, is fish.
Mom, if you're watching, be ready for that.
Yeah, because
we're going to be asking for support and help for the cleaning of it. Because my dad's an excellent fisherman. Maybe we will be ask for fishing rods.
Well, I think you can buy fishing rods. It's the storing of the fishing rods I'm not crazy about. Where we'll keep them for the rest of our lives. Ooh, you know what I'll do?
Keep fishing.
I'll give my
fishing.
after the strike is over. I'll give my fishing rod to somebody on the street. You have made my life a wreck. I feel like Scott probably knows the 68 comeback special off the top of his head. Has it memorized? That's my first album. As a very, very young child, and we were eating breakfast, my mom said, "Oh, Elvis died." And I was like, "Who's Elvis?" She said, "Oh, he's just some rock and roll singer." And I was like, "Tell me more." And we went to the record store. My mom bought me. It came down between 1,000 records, the 1,000 Elvis record, where it's like him in a bunch of gold suits.
Oh, yeah.
Or the 68 comeback special. And I remember my mom's like, "Oh, I think you like this one a little better." Because I was trying to process how you'd know what a record sounded like before you had heard it. And so she just picked one out for me. And then I listened to that record 86,000 times.
It's pretty special.
Theo,
Yo,
have you seen very many live acts, like live musical acts? Like,
well, other than bars, no.
okay. I know that Scott has a photo of him and Johnny Cash that I'm quite envious of.
Yeah.
Um,
No, you can count the number of actual, what do you call it? Acts that would be like thousands of people there. Yeah, no. On less than one hand.
did we talk at the folk festival this year, or did you walk by us?
We saw him just as we were going in.
Oh, did we chat or?
I chatted with him.
Oh, and I was doing what?
You were in there saving our spot.
Oh, and then did you have to go right away, or?
Well, I just I'm just there for the job, telling people where to put their garbage or putting it in the right place for them. But yeah, I didn't. Other than any acts I caught while I was doing that, I didn't stay. I'm not. I don't like crowds.
Were you one of the guys at the radio that used to have to pick people up from the airport?
No. That'd be a cool job. I'd like that.
Well, I think a lot of people at CJSW had like a double duty of Giovanna. Do you know Giovanna Longhi?
No, name doesn't ring a bell.
She did a language program on CJSW,
Okay.
Italian thing or something.
Mm-hmm.
And but I remember she would come to school and she's like, "Oh, I just drove." What's that fellow? Pop star that doesn't wear shoes. What was his name?
Got me. How long ago was this?
5-10 years. What's that guy's name? You know.
Doesn't wear shoes?
Yeah.
As a signifier?
I want to say it sounds like Franco. It's not. It's,
Is he Australian?
possibly.
Comedian to boot? Plays the piano?
He sings kind of like a reggae sound, and he doesn't wear shoes.
No. Not ringing a bell.
Yeah. Like Fitzgerald or something? Like a acoustic.
You have him in your playlist.
He doesn't.
It's not really one of my jams.
Is he Canadian? Yeah, is he Canadian? Do you know his like?
He might have been Canadian at one point, but he's kind of a world musician now. And it's like I just remember his name kind of sounds a little bit like Annie DeFranco, but it's not Annie DeFranco. It's
Ooh, like not. I'm thinking Jack Johnson. I'm thinking
he's like more Caribbean sounding than Jack Johnson. Like he's got kind of a reggae.
Ben Harper.
Michael Fonte.
Michael Franti.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know he didn't wear shoes.
Oh,
That's
well,
fun.
you know who told me he doesn't wear shoes is Giovanna Longhi because she had to pick him up from the airport and it was like
That's really
minus 30 and he's like anti-shoes.
anti-shoes.
Is he Canadian?
No.
No, but he frequents. Yeah, he frequents here. I have a friend who got to hang out with him before he blew up.
Cool.
Yeah.
And even if you could call it a blow up, I mean, I don't know. It's Michael Fonte. I mean, we had a pretty hard time remembering that guy's name.
I have a friend.
I love him.
Yeah, me too.
Not talking shit, but
you're right. You're right.
I have a friend that she was in Hawaii having a few drinks in a bar, and Frank Zappa walked in and said, "Hi, I'm Frank Zappa." And she's like, "Bullshit." And he showed her his driver's license, and it was Frank Zappa. And so she partied with Frank Zappa for the weekend in Hawaii. Bev, my assistant at Bishop O'Byrne.
Side note: Scott says that final Elvis special I watched live at my uncle's place.
The final?
The final Elvis special.
Yeah. Did he watch?
is it Scott, the pilot Scott?
Scott Corrick, different Scott. Scott
Oh.
B. Did you meet up with him, or is that still coming?
I am so bad at correspondence. So Scott, the pilot, call me.
While he was flying in?
We're close.
That's pretty fun. It's okay. You're in good company here with the correspondence. We're good at sending mail.
It's the follow through.
Yeah.
The reason we did all that painting was so that we wouldn't have to make eye contact.
It's so true.
It's hard talking to people and looking them in the eye. I've been working on like making eye contact when I shake hands with people because I know it looks sketchy when I glance away from them. But I'm not getting better at it. I'm just way more awkward when I'm like, let's try that again. And I do like a
Cute.
pantomime of like,
Those colors are so beautiful.
aren't they? You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Ain't got a rabbit and ain't no mine.
Zachary Abbott here, your conspiracy correspondent.
Okay, listen.
You guys still believe in Elvis?
That he existed?
I also believe in Santa Claus, Zach. So
Do you mean that he existed, or that that he was reborn and lives on an island with Bob Marley?
Yeah, next to the Tooth Fairy.
Okay.
You don't want to cross her. She's crazy.
What I find, okay, let me just throw an idea at you with this. The conspiracy theories. Okay, you ready, Zach? Yes or no?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lay it on me.
Okay. You name a conspiracy theory that you know of, and I'll tell you if I believe it, and then we'll just work our way through. Okay, but start by do you know of a few, right?
Oh, infinity. A million.
Give me one. Give me one conspiracy, and I'll tell you whether I believe it or not.
Okay. AI is like pre-World War II technology.
I do not believe that.
Okay. We never went to the moon.
I think we went to the moon. I am open to the idea that we
Okay.
might have also
Napoleon's not real.
just to
The Earth is flat.
just a
Birds
second.
are real.
Let me throw
Goes
this.
after the birds.
One thing I've never really admitted to you before is it's not that I'm not sure in all my heart that all of the footage of going to the moon is real. And what I would concede is I'm quite positive that as well as landing on the moon, they would have also like filmed some backup plans in case they didn't. So I do believe that they went to the moon, but I wouldn't be shocked if they faked like if they had
Enough of it as a contingency. Yeah.
And I say that because I played in a Grey Cup halftime show, and I know for a fact that we went into the studio to pre-record it. So those sorts of things wouldn't shock me. That if there was backup footage, I have no problem with that. But I do think we landed on the moon. But okay, so of those, I don't think I really commit to very many of them. Right?
You want some more? You got some more? I got a basket full.
Now that I've admitted to you that I don't necessarily buy into all of those.
Yeah.
Which of those do you adhere to? Which of them do you subscribe?
Oh, yeah. I'm not getting hung up on anything. I'm the Buddha. That was a trick question.
Do you subscribe to any of those? Or all of them?
Yeah, I mean, if you say yes to any of it, you got to say yes to all of it.
Okay. So are you saying yes to all of those?
And more, yeah.
Okay. And do you find like people that are wholeheartedly against conspiracies just for the sake of being against conspiracies, you find them a little closed-minded sometimes?
No. They want me to just drop it. I like it.
What
It's
I'm
all
saying
good.
though is that like it would be a little crazy to be against every conspiracy, wouldn't it? Just that.
No, that is embarrassing. You gotta, yeah. The good guys won every time. Come on.
Yeah. And so if you're also for every conspiracy, I find that a little suspicious. So
Ah, cuts both ways.
I will look at each conspiracy and make some decisions, and I'm sure a few of them are just straight up truths, but I'm not going to believe them because they exist or because they're on the same list as each other. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm picking a team and going with team conspiracy or,
Yeah. Right.
or team denier. I'm like straight up looking at the whole thing going, well, in this case, I think that's kind of plausible.
Yeah, that's healthy.
And I think
Yeah.
I think some of the conspiracies are believable.
Sorry.
So yeah, I would be a
Yeah.
total hypocrite. Like, I don't think that they're putting birth control in the clouds with airplanes. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying I can't really see a reason why people that live in this world would want to.
Save a lot of money.
Yeah. No. That wasn't on my list, man. Where'd you come up with that, man? That's not real.
I came up with that from Harold, by the way.
Whoa.
Harold used to subscribe to the moon landing one as well, and then so that's the thing is like our friend Will, good friend of ours, came by one day and just he was in the mood and started telling us that in 6 months the world was going to end, and we were dumb for not knowing and not preparing, and that was a good 8 years ago, and I haven't brought it up since. Like I haven't said like, hey, remember that time the world was going to end in 6, like, because you can say shit like that when you're just kind of like maybe had too much to drink and you're walking around, your bike was just stolen. You can say things like, oh yeah, well, everybody thinks they're fine, but in 6 months we're all gone. And then that's a pretty brazen thing to say on a Wednesday night, but like 7 years later when we're all still here, it's like, bro, how do you explain that we're still here? Oh, well, it was the wrong date but the right idea. Like, what I find is that whenever one of the conspiracies falls apart, there's this like pivot to just something else. There's no like it's kind of like that day. Here's a conspiracy, my friend.
Yeah.
The color wheel is an absolute conspiracy, and it's absolutely wrong.
And been perpetuated for years.
Yeah, and so like
Yeah.
I got in a situation where somebody screamed, "Burnham, he's a witch" at the Gorilla Mouth. I think we bought a painting that night. Do you remember a 3-part painting that was of a girl's butt?
Sadly,
Yeah.
no.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
It was a girl on a beach, and she was in a bikini, and you bought it at Gorilla Mouth, not at the Gorilla House. It was on a Friday, not Wednesday.
Oh, and it was real. Was it real quiet?
Well, it was just a different night where we were doing art talks instead of the art battles.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like I was the only piece that I auctioned off that night, and you ended up with it. I think that's when we first met.
Whoa, look. He's showing
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been showing that for a while, waiting for me to catch
Look
on?
up.
Yeah. I did that.
Zach,
I did that
that's
where
a beautiful. Oh my god.
a kid in my class asked to go to the bathroom, and I said sure. And then so she went to the bathroom, and then she came back, and whatever she actually had to do, she hadn't done yet. So she snuck out again, and I, while she was gone, left a note on her desk that said, "Next time you leave, please tell me you're gone." So when she snuck back in, she's kind of looking at me like, "What?" I'm like, I'm waiting for her to clue in that there's a note on the desk that says, "I know you weren't here." And it's pretty hard to try. And they will argue with you that they were there. You just didn't see them. But I'm like, no, because I sat at your desk and wrote
Wrote this note. Yeah.
Where are you right now?
Where are you, girl? That's funny. That is a beautiful piece.
The Elvis?
No, well, yeah, that, but the woman, that's really.
Yeah, that's back when we had studio time. That was
This is
really,
beautiful.
that was the payoff of the Gorilla House and the Rumble House, is that we basically worked 10 months a year to have a 2-month studio, right? The entire year was just a scramble so that we could have July and August to make some paintings. And I'd make big paintings, and I loved them. And then all of a sudden, nobody had room for big paintings anymore.
I thought you had a knife here somewhere for you.
My knife's not sharp anymore.
No.
Love me, tender, love me.
I remember renting like the corner of a basement off of you, and you were like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't know. Let me have some space down here." And you're like, "You're not gonna fucking rob us, are you?" And I'm like, "No, that's not my MO."
That doesn't
And then you're
sound.
like, "Okay, cool."
Are you sure I said, "What are you doing? You're not going to rob us"?
Well, I mean, it was like,
That doesn't seem
Pretty-
very welcoming.
yeah, you know, I had some wild cards with me. I had some wild company. It wasn't about me. It was like it was about my company.
I think, you know what? If they were doing graffiti pieces, like something with their tags and things, I often would, as gently as I could, approach them and say, "Hey, we love that you're here. We want you to feel welcome. But if you use your street name, somebody's going to come by and put my fingers in a screw and ask me what your name is. So just stick to one or the other," was my message. But I do remember some people, they were just so used to being spoken to in aggressive manner that no matter how gently I tried to approach them and say, "Hi, I want you to feel welcome," they would often feel like I was like challenging them in some ways. But really, I was just looking out for everybody's safety. Because there was, around that time, Officer Laddick raided an art show. And I didn't want to be that guy because a whole bunch of kids put up a graffiti art show. And as soon as the show went up, the whoop, 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 squad team came in and arrested everybody. Were you privy to that event? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I went on a podcast with a friend of mine describing that event,
Yeah.
and like whatever the governing body wouldn't broadcast it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I wasn't singing or anything, but
I will tell you that Officer Laddick came to visit me right off, and he was actually pretty nice. And his whole premise was, if you need any help, I'll help you, but I don't want the kids to know I'm helping you because they all think I'm a monster. So they actually offered to help us out because, well, one of the kids, Reverse,
oh yeah,
had got jumped, and while he was going through processing, he was like, "I'm giving up street art to work in this gallery," and that's when he told Laddick about the Gorilla House. And this one fella that was also a DJ had taken the sign off my door and repainted it, and I just went out and I did a really quick freehand of the gorilla on the door, and as I was walking back in, Laddick pulls up in his graffiti wagon. And I was like, "Dude, that's my door." And he's like, "I just wanted to come thank you for your outreach program." I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Never mind." And he's like, "Yeah, never mind." And then we went inside and talked about
Other stuff.
Reverse. You remember that kid?
yeah, vividly,
Yeah, he lived with you,
yeah.
but you don't tell people because things went dark for him.
Oh yeah. I seen some like talented artist on the street gets donations, philanthropy posts.
Did you
So
ever see that video the cops leaked on him? Where they're interviewing him for knowledge?
fake news. It's fake news.
Was it?
Is it?
I don't know. That poor guy, man. You and I both know.
I think he was a sweet kid, and I think he just needed some guidance, and I think that the cops set him up to look really bad. That's
Yeah.
what-
Agreed.
And then I just wanted to know that he survived.
Oh, Thomas Hanna says, "Please say hi to Zach for me."
Oh yes, Tom Hanna! Shout out Tom Hanna, my guy.
Zach, I think
Tom, I'm painting an airship, dog.
you have a number of friends logging on because there's names that I sort of vaguely remember as your friends that I saw on the other podcast saying hello to you.
Yes.
I didn't comment because it wasn't directed for me. Wasn't about me, so I was like, whatever. I'm not that bad.
I love you, Rich. Thanks for having me.
Love you too. We're gonna do another half an hour. What should I paint?
Paint a hot air balloon.
Don't say it. Don't say a Zephyr.
A dirigible. Yeah. Paint a Zeppelin.
Zeppelin?
An airship.
Was there a Zeppelin named Zephyr?
Zephyr's a name for a wind.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I think it's like the breeze. Yeah, yeah.
I think there was one.
That would make sense. What a beautiful word.
There's also a skateboard company.
Yeah, which also makes sense.
Oh man, those are ugly. It's such an inelegant machine that it's so hard to try and make it look beautiful. They make good photos though. You've done a great job on that painting. I just said all the way. I'm so sorry. But I just
No, I was like, I was like, ah, good. Somebody agrees how fucking hard this is. This is hideous.
is it a commission you're working on?
It's not hideous.
No, I'm actually just really excited about airships. I'm gonna start a luxury cruise. I'm gonna start a luxury airship cruise company.
That is exciting.
What does that mean?
Picking you up from school.
I'm coming to pick you up, dude. It's windy where you are. Coming to get you.
Do you know that we want to put the former Rumble House onto a cruise ship? Anyways,
What about a cruise in the air? Let's talk. Let's have your people contact my people, and we'll get this thing off the ground, literally.
Zach, what is your favorite book?
Whoa, dude. Fuck. Maybe The Hobbit, maybe? I don't know. No, don't do that to me, man.
There's a series called that's all about Johannes Cabal.
My favorite book right now? Probably Franz Kafka's The Castle.
Okay. There's a book. It's a very fun series about Johannes Cabal, the necromancer, and I think
Whoa.
you'd really like it. And at one point, one of the books takes place on partly on an entomopter and partly on a giant cruise airship. What are they called? Zephyrs. And it
Okay, I'm listening.
the first one, Johannes Cabal breaks into hell and makes a deal with the devil to try and win his soul back. He traded his soul to become a necromancer. And then he realized he actually needed his soul. So he
darn it.
Yeah, busted his way into hell and made a negotiation to win his soul back. And the deal was he had a train with a circus and a bunch of like demon circus helpers, and he had to steal 100 souls for the devil to get in a year to get his own soul back. And
It's a raw deal.
pretty fun book. And the other one is like kind of an Agatha Christie that happens on a giant Zephyr. It's kind of I think it's written in an alternate kind of universe where everything's kind of steampunkish, and sometimes there's a weird sense of like the 1800s kind of World War I kind of aesthetic. It's quite lovely, and a little bit.
Can I steal some?
That's the TSN turning point right there. That's why.
What?
That's why like that stuff is so compelling, is that it's, archetypal.
Yeah, it's really neat. Like it's
I like that a lot. Yeah, I appreciate the recommendation. I gotta dig in.
his brother's a vampire, and it turns out the reason his brother's a vampire is he abandoned his brother in this mine where his brother was like turned into a vampire, and it was kind of like him or his brother kind of thing, and he let his brother swing, and then he needs his brother's help, so he like resurrects his vampire brother who wants to eat him for abandoning him.
Everyone's got their family troubles.
It's a series of books. I'm actually really looking forward to
Like rereading them.
forgetting enough that I can
Yeah.
go at it reading them again.
Also, Zach, hold on. So Tom Hannah says, thanks, sweet bro story. Around the Earth in 80 Days. Mine is Ethan from Crime and Punishment and The Factory. All classics.
Yeah.
Oh, Around
Whoa,
80 Days. Ethan Crumb.
cool,
Nice. I love when people share their book.
cool. He's got good taste. The dude's on another level. Like we can't even if you overhear our conversations, step back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're not back to Paul McCartney not being real.
That's on you.
I love Paul.
I heard you love Elvis too. Do.
Elvis. I don't love Elvis. I like him. I love Johnny
Oh,
Cash.
okay.
Elvis is a little problematic at times.
These are awful looking machines, aren't they?
Yeah. I went a little more fantasy.
Tom actually had a big hand in turning me on to the airship, luxury airship Enterprise.
Nice.
What did?
Tom.
Oh, good.
I like this loose style. I'm like keeping it real wild.
Oh yeah, and the other thing is one of the things I really liked about Johannes Cabelli is he's just a really cold-hearted snake. Like he has no humanity. If you're into stories like that, normally, actually, I'm not really into fantasy, but it's pretty fun fantasy. You read it too, didn't you?
Yeah, I read the first one. I don't.
And then we
remember
gave it to your mom to read too.
Yeah.
She seemed to like it.
Yeah, I think she actually ended up buying all of them too. So
Yeah.
we have multiple copies. We'll go back.
There's this story Jess tells when she first started teaching. She was quite nervous with these kind of tough kids. And there's this one tough kid that wasn't really into art. And you do everything you can to get the kids to open up. And one day she just started painting. And Jess is like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm not going to say a word. And she had her own paint set and she was painting away. And then her friend started painting. And that was super cute. And then all of a sudden she erupts. She's like, bitch, did you paint my green? And when you're supposed to be angry at this, but it's so funny and you're so filled with joy that your kids are excited about
Care
them.
about their colors.
Yeah. So she had this like crisis and it became part of our language. Like every now and then I'll just look at Jess and be like, bitch, did you paint my green? And it's like between us, but then, you know, like, when you don't think about being online and like people that don't know you as well are watching, are like, oh, you know, I don't mean, you know, sorry, no, I'm a feminist too. I usually talk to her that way, you know.
It is hard when you have like languages amongst yourselves.
Right, because I almost just said, bitch, did you just paint my green?
Because I know I've been dipping into your purple.
And like, it's not so much even that I'm fussy about my colors, because I'm an absolute caveman when it comes to that. But for me, it's when you cross my visual plane, it's like it completely disrupts me. That's what it is. My publisher, Lori Shiba, was just like a graphic design client for years. And I'd completely forgotten about this. I used to keep on my desk, I kept like a fingerprint wipe. And it really wasn't, it was performative, right? It wasn't that I bothered fingerprints. It was that when people touched my screen, it meant their hands were going in front of my face. And I didn't know this had such a huge effect on Lori, but I guess when I was like 20 and she was like pointing at my screen, I immediately picked up a spray ball on the screen and wiped off the fingerprints. And then years later, when Jessie was working on her book with Lori, she referenced that moment, like, I know Rich doesn't like me touching the computer screen, but you're weird too, you know? So, but it's funny because it was a pretty subtle way to say, like, that's killing me, please stop, you know? And oftentimes with your clients, they're so excited about talking that they wouldn't think about putting their hands in front of the computer screen to tell you what they're thinking. But for me, it's super disruptive. It like blows up my flow.
Kick out the jams.
Jess would often be stitching, and her hands would be like flying into my face with the.
Yeah, you know
with
what's
the needles,
interesting is I finally I understood that after one.
It took
one
a while
time.
for
it took so long because, and that's what you're talking about with the perspective thing. Like, it's not like people are off. Oh my god, that's a gorgeous illustration. Are you kidding me? Anyway, it's not like people are opposite of each other and you're having like misfiring because you're on the opposite side of a coin. It's like you see things so vastly different than I see things. And it's like, oh my gosh, like you weren't. And I understood all of a sudden. I don't know what made it click all of a sudden, but it was like you aren't afraid of me hurting you. It's like you said, it's breaking that plane, and you can listen to a million things auditorily, and so you don't get distracted from audio and having a million things on. I do, and I lose my mind.
Yeah.
But you get distracted visually, and it
if something visually
it messes with you if it crosses in your field.
It's like a hard restart.
So it's like crazy that all of a sudden I don't know what kicked my understanding into like, oh yeah, because all of a sudden I was like, I am so sorry. Like, I really appreciated understanding that from there, that perspective, because that also, I always attribute you to helping me understand the kids too, because it's like
the autistic
kids, because it's like, oh my gosh, like you said with your friend too, that was like talking about the pain of the screw. It's like things are amplified in a different way in your brain because of how you're connected, and it's like you just couldn't possibly understand because your brain is different, is set up different. Your physiology is set up different.
So we went to a PD where the specialist on autism talked about students and autism. And I also have said for the last 20 years, every time I meet a specialist on autism, I go, hi, I'm a teacher and I'm a survivor. And if you'd like to sit and chat about, with a guy that suffered on the one end of the autism spectrum, what it was like to grow up and become a teacher, I'd be happy to sit down with you. And I even said to her, like, people will say, yeah, sure, I'd love to talk to you. Just give me an email sometime. I'm like, I don't know if you're paying attention here, but there's no chance I'm going to follow up and email you because it's like incredibly painful to have to do so. And we left it at send me an email sometime and goodbye. So there won't be any follow-up on that one either.
But like, that's the thing is like you even say
I said like no, there's 0% chance I'm gonna email you.
This is the thing here. It's not that I don't want to talk to you, it's that like this is the thing here.
And I'm sure part of her presentation might have been like, there's no chance these kids are gonna follow through and email you when they're supposed to.
Or when they're struggling even. Like,
but it's fine.
Yeah.
My problem is I don't want to talk to somebody that learned about autism in a book. I want to talk to a counselor who
has it or
have a seizure too close to mustard. That's what I need in my life.
Yeah.
Somebody that knows my pain. Okay. How big is your entomopter there, Zach? What's the pupil size?
Oh, like what's the scale?
Yeah. What's the ratio?
Oh.
What's the frequency, Kenneth?
Oh, Tom Hannah says, love that watercolor. Blimey.
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 Does Tom have an accent?
It's all suddenly British. No, I don't think so.
Is British or isn't?
So he suddenly is. It sounds like it.
You know, Zach, I suddenly became British last year.
It happens, I guess. It's a tomato allergy, maybe. I don't know. It
No, but do you think I'm kidding?
can happen to anybody.
Did you know this story?
Oh, wait. Do you have a British passport?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I do. And a whole bunch of baggage about being rejected at first.
Ah,
My mom's British, and my cousins.
he's right about that, though. Blimey, mate. That's-
My cousins were born with dual citizenship, and I didn't get dual citizenship because my mother didn't qualify as someone with the chutzpah to pass on my British citizenship. And so I was quite bitter about that for a really long time. And then one of my kids, I used to teach this class where the kids would plan out their lives. And one of my kids, she didn't care what job she did. She just wanted to live in England. And I said, well, that's funny. Like, you probably need some sort of like green card or passport or something. You should look into it. And she came back at lunch, just like swollen up with tears. She's like, Mr. Teru. And I told her the story about how I should be British, but I'm not. And she's like, Mr. Teru, Mr. Teru. I'm like, what? And she actually didn't seem to like me very much the first few years I knew her. She'd spent the afternoon figuring out how I could get my passport. And she came to the conclusion she couldn't get hers, but I could get mine. So she came in and she showed me all I needed to do was send my mother's birth certificate in. Because in the 90s, they changed it, right? Like I was trying to get my passport in the early 90s and near the end of the 90s. They'd switched it up. So all I needed to do was send my mother's passport to get my certificate. And by the time I realized I could do this, my mom wasn't really in a condition to get her passport anymore. And so I kind of thought I'd missed the boat. And my daughter came from England and arranged for me to get my mom's passport. And I submitted and got my British passport in my middle-aged life.
Cool. Yes. Nice. You're a secret agent now, or what?
Yeah, multiple passports.
Okay,
Yeah, one of the Kingsmen. Nice.
not even kidding. It just so happened we threw a James Bond film on that summer. And while I was watching James Bond, I'm like, hey, I'm British. And I had a completely different experience as an insider watching a movie about
Yeah, you wouldn't get it. Yeah, it's an English thing. You wouldn't get it.
100%. I had that moment. 100%.
That's an Aston Martin. You wouldn't get it.
Kitchen Cockney accent when I was about 5. I picked it up from Gilligan's Island when Marianne was pretending to be what's that story where the Pygmalion? All right, one more is done. What time is it? 9:20.
9:20.
Rich, you're a beast, dude. That Zeppelin's amazing.
I'm gonna mail it to you.
You better not.
I am. I got your return address now.
They made me put it on there.
Did I ever tell you that as a young person, it occurred to me that if you put your address and the return address and their address, if you put their address and their return address and your address in the proper mailing address, that if you sent the package without any postage, they would return it to where you wanted it to go.
Whoa, is that some kind of life hack?
I
Did
don't
we
know.
just crack the... Is that why they're on strike?
It's a federal offense to
While we're on strike, we're just figuring all
Mess.
these things out.
mess with the post.
I love that.
I just I shipped some art to California.
Yeah.
Good Christ, am I glad that the government subsidizes mail, man?
Yeah.
That was expensive. Shipping shit private is so expensive.
What was the name of that guy who
Got back to you?
no, he had a show in the basement. He had a studio in the basement for a little while. and he kind of like went off on me because I got drunk at one of the art openings, and then he was mad that we didn't promote enough. And I was working on a video for his show.
Haltman?
Shane Haltman. Shane Haltman was going through a tough time because he painted this bass bus, and he was going to get paid at the time. But he was also sold some paintings to America, and he was having the hardest time shipping them because there was a ban on the wood that his frame was made out of. He couldn't ship the painting because the frame it was on was like trying to cross the border with oranges. Some things are
Brutal.
Some
They
things
just
are,
bury him or what?
no, there's some wood bug that they
Find you open the new
yeah, and he couldn't. He had to tear his paintings off the frames and find somebody to restretch them in America because he wasn't allowed to send the wooden frames that the canvases were stretched on. So having some shipping problem. What are you gonna sing? Some Peter, Paul, and Mary?
Oh my god, I did 22 out of 30.
What?
Little bookmark. I did 22.
You did 22 paintings?
Yeah.
Okay, I only did.
Mine were just little. Look.
Yeah, whatever.
Look, mine were just little.
I got another 15 paintings to do before I get shown up by my lady friend.
Old lady pants.
You gonna sing that?
That would be really fun.
Do you want
Are
to?
you gonna sing it?
No,
Ah!
but I think
It
you
was so much
should.
fun.
Do you have the lyrics?
Can I just tell you right now, or are we painting for a bit still?
No, it's 9:23.
In like 10 minutes. No?
Okay, 10 minutes.
We're just like having the time of our lives singing super loud in the car this weekend.
Yeah.
It was just the best. It was just the best time.
Jess is a trained singer, and I like when my puppet's voice cracks. So, like, if there was any chance that I would ever get any better at singing, the fact that I like the bad puppetry singing is like a real detriment to my development as a musician.
Oh.
And then there was a moment there where we were doing these funny puppet songs during COVID, and I couldn't help but get better. Like my voice wasn't.
We were singing a lot.
My voice wasn't cracking the way I wanted it to, and I had to train myself to sing badly. No, I sing badly enough, but I had to really battle with not getting better because I wanted that like awkwardness in my puppet, and my puppet voice is sped up, so it's a slightly different pitch. And then so when his voice is really struggling, it's way more like you can sympathize with his struggle is real. This puppet myself never wants to get good at singing.
Good day. Oh yeah, I will definitely sing.
Do you want the karaoke version? No.
No, I'm okay. Oh, maybe I won't. Maybe we should do that on a video. Puppet video.
Save it.
Yeah, I
That's
kind of
fair.
do actually,
That's
because
fair.
it sounded so good with us together.
Okay.
And it's super funny to do the puppets.
Yeah.
I get to start with a new group of kindergartners, and they love the goat puppet that I am. And we talk about emotions, and I get to bring my goat puppet in and talk about emotions and not to eat your friend's hair.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's valuable lessons.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Maybe I'll even bring it in to teach my grade 2s too. I think they'd really dig goat. They liked Sunny Blueberry, the kindergartners, because it was less scary.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Yeah.
Some of them were actually very afraid of the goat, but I think it's
Something weird happened with Felix where in the middle of the summer he went from like a 5-year-old to a 15-year-old. Like there was no middle. Like for grade 7, it was disturbing how like underdeveloped he seemed. Like, is that grade 7 or is that grade 3? And he was just so sweet and innocent and like small And then just out of the blue, we took him on a road trip, and he came back, and his voice was like a little deeper. And it's like, wow, he really grew up on that road trip. And then he went to camp for 2 weeks and came back middle-aged. It was just really crazy.
Shaving and like.
Yeah. There's no middle. There's no like preparedness. It was like, he's so tiny. Is he ever going to grow up? It's like, he's an adult. No. And I suppose I should have been more ready for it because his
Yes, Scott, got you.
What?
Leaving on a jet plane, or I say a little prayer.
What's I say a little prayer?
Say a little prayer for you. I don't know that one as well.
Leaving on a
jet plane today, because that one I know, and then the other one I will learn about, because I love learning new songs, and I love Dionne Warwick, so it's nice. It's a nice challenge. Thank you, Scott.
As I walk along the city streets, you used to walk along with me.
Who's that?
Dionne Warwick.
That is so good.
Well, it's actually Burt Bacharach.
Right, that's it.
Every step I take, recall how much in love we used to be. How can I forget you?
Oh, I can barely hear you, Kelly. Are you there?
I'm there, yeah. I made a small little bear in a little thing.
Oh, a little dude.
And then he'll have Eeyore on top of him. And he hangs from a chain.
Cute.
He glows in the dark as well.
That is so nice.
Difficult to wire though.
Yeah, because it's so tiny, or is that the material?
It's tiny, like to guide the LEDs in. The LEDs are really small too. They're 3 mm.
Oh my gosh.
They're really small.
Very cute.
You know what else is cute as hell?
What?
Did you say 3 mm? Because that's pretty cute.
That is cute. Kelly's cute.
That was super cute. That little skeleton bear is adorable. I love you. My phone's gonna die. I missed you. I'll see you next week. Thank you for having me.
See you, Zach.
Thank you for the gambling.
Thanks, Theo. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, love you. See you in a couple days.
Yay. Okay. It's gonna give Armageddon vibes. Should we say goodbye first? That's so beautiful.
What is?
Is that it's so beautiful.
Yeah, I was going to ask, did Felix cut his hair, or did he have it all under his hat?
Oh, he put it in a ponytail, Kelly. It was so cute.
We got in a fight because he wanted it all wild, and I'm like, no, you're in a sub-command. You have to be cleaned up.
Respectable, yeah.
They shave your head for
crew,
stuff like that.
yeah, crew cuts. And he was like, no. Then he was able to get it in a ponytail very quickly.
Yeah, I was looking, I was like, he didn't cut his hair. He wouldn't.
No, he would not. You're totally correct in that.
That's the kind of dad I am, though. You know, like my dad used to actually my dad and my uncle, they were the kind of guys that would tell you when it was to get time to get a haircut, and getting that haircut was conditional on eating dinner in the house. And I would never tell my son that he had to cut his hair, but if I needed it for a scene, you know, that's when I'm like, no, you have to have short hair for this scene and get out the clippers.
You have short hair for this scene.
This is art.
Yeah.
You must. You'll ruin it if you don't get a haircut or hide your hair. It just won't work.
I can't work in these conditions.
Like
poor Felix will be, geez, Dad.
the
Oh,
acting
man.
is so bad, and the scripts are so bad. And one week we're in space, and next week we're in a sub. But I'm worried that the continuity would be
Yeah,
off if Felix has long hair.
that's right. Exactly. You know, some things just have to be.
Theo, did you ever have friction with your dad about the length of your hair?
My dad left all of those decision making things to my mother. And as up until I went, oh, let's see, maybe grade 8, I just always got a brush cut, or not even a brush cut, a crew cut. And it just, it'd grow back after 3 or 4 months, and I'd get another one, Never thought about it too much. And then eventually I just let it grow long. And of course, at that point, I was a teenager, and my mom didn't like long hair. But sorry,
Was your
mom.
hair intentionally long, or just you don't cut it?
It was yeah. I mean, I actually still combed it. So
I mean, now is your hair intentionally long now, or is it just you don't fuss about it?
it's intentionally. Let's put it this way. I don't want it cut. I don't mind trimming it, but yeah, I like long hair. I always did. So
my baggage is I don't like people touching me.
Well, then you'll never have a good relationship with your hairdresser. I'm sorry to tell you this.
Is there such a thing?
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to have a good relationship with your hairdresser. I
have a question for you now that you've said that, because I had this weird thought not long ago, is when I was a kid, my dad, I was really anti-haircut, and my dad took me to this place in South Center Mall called Sir Escort 101. And looking back, the hairdressers were a bit kind of in your space. And I wondered if it was looking back, if it was maybe a thing. Was there hairdressers where they would have sort of sketchy hairdressers?
Beats me. Before I let my hair grow long. Oh, well, actually, even when I let my hair grow long, if I cut it, I just got a crew cut, just all gone. GI cut, bingo.
Yeah. I do think maybe the hairdresser I went to as a kid was a little bit sketchy.
Well.
That might have been just me being autistic, though, on the spectrum, and
Well, yeah, if you don't like people touching you, it's kind of hard to have your hair done.
I also wrestled 25 hours a week, and it's strange trying to explain to somebody that if I didn't like being touched, what would have put me into wrestling. But I actually didn't really like wrestling. I just was kind of good at it, and I wasn't good at much else. So I continued to wrestle because it was one of the few things I was good at, if I don't count stilt walking and juggling. One of the school things I was good at, I guess. And it's funny, it wasn't until I was an adult that somebody pointed out, maybe that's why you're good at wrestling, is you don't like being touched.
There you go. Or you could have gotten into sumo wrestling, same concept. Don't touch me, I'm throwing you out of the ring.
That's a lot like how I wrestle.
Yeah.
That is a lot like how I wrestle. There was kind of a point of pride that the good wrestlers would go out of their way to not win too fast. They would, you would show off all your mad skills and
toy
moves.
with their prey first.
But I would always go for a really fast pin because I didn't like being on the mat.
There you go.
I was the opposite of you, Rich. I actually had short hair.
I thought you were going to say you loved being touched, and I would have been like...
No. I didn't like being touched either.
Yeah.
When I was quite young, I didn't like it at all. My mom would try to hug me, and I'd put my arms at my side. I didn't like it.
Yeah, Felix does a pretty shitty hug.
But yeah, I had short hair, and then when I got to become an adult, I said, no, I'm growing my hair long.
Why did you have short hair as a kid?
Yeah, I had short hair as a kid. My mom kept saying, we're going to do a perm. I'm like, no, I don't want a perm. She'd do it anyways.
Oh, God.
Where's my shoe?
She dyed my hair orange one day, and I was like, I look like a pumpkin. Thank you so much.
I did my hair last week because we had Drano in the sink and it didn't drain, and so I didn't want to call the building manager without getting the Drano out of the sink because I didn't want him to get an eyeball full of Drano. So actually, as a science teacher, I had an opportunity to grab my pH strips and test the. I don't remember if it was alkaline or acid that Drano, but test the caustic nature of our sink. And it was way too caustic to call for help, so I bucketed. I filled the sink and I bucketed out around 20 buckets while I was filling and bucketing and filling and bucketing. The next day, I had this yellow streak in my hair. And I was like, did I get yellow paint in my hair? I haven't been painting. It's like, it looked less like I had paint in my hair and more like the hair had changed color. And I realized while I was like streaking while I was, pinned over the sink trying to bucket out the Drano, I was like doing this with my hair. I was just trying to push my hair out of my face and I had this yellow streak down. It might even still be there. If I hadn't washed it that night, it probably would have burned off. My grandpa, when he got old, he had white hair when he was about 50, like mine, and then when he got old, it started to turn yellow, and he was really excited because he thought it looked blonde, but it wholeheartedly looked yellow.
Yellow's good.
Just different colors.
Do you have a little bit of yellow in your hair, Theo?
I have no idea,
Oh.
but I don't think so, unless it's paint. I definitely do get paint in my hair.
Exactly.
You drink the paint?
Nah, there's no flavor. Thankfully, I'd probably, yeah, we've taken pictures of your stomach now, and it's green and yellow, and we're figuring that's why you can't digest any food. It's covered with paint.
Are you telling a story in third person, or is he making one up?
It's like a joke. It's like
You're making one
that's
up.
why that would be what would happen if the paint tasted.
There's an if at the beginning of that story.
Yeah, there is. If it tasted good, I probably would.
Yeah. What about when you think you're drinking your coffee and it's the paint water?
No, don't do it.
Oh, well, I don't have that problem with coffee because I only make tea in my house. I only drink tea. But I've never made tea with paint and water either. So there you go. It's kind of hard because downstairs is where my paint water is and upstairs is where my tea pot is.
Good. Keeping it separate.
Keeping it separate. That's right.
Rated. Boom, boom.
I was going to ask you if your teapot was short and stout.
Yeah.
Actually, it is. It's not actually a teapot. It's a big, I don't know, 2-liter measuring thingy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Made out of Pyrex. So I mix my tea in that, and then I put it into a thermos to keep it warm. Yeah.
beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we gonna say thank you to everybody?
Yeah. Good night. We love you.
Wow. Good night. And
Yeah.
you.
Oops.
Oh. Good night, Ellie.
I blew it.
All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonely I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. There's so many times I let you down, so many times I've played around. I tell you now that they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll wear your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again.